Welcome to CRI 726, Curriculum Mapping, Theory and Practice. My name is Emmy Lopez-Phillips, and I will be your instructor for this month during the spring 2015 semester. I wanted to just take the time to introduce myself to you virtually and also to kind of drive you around the Moodle course to make sure that you know where everything is. This course is going to move pretty quickly. Everything is up and running. All modules are accessible to you. That means that you are free to move as quickly through the course as you would like. I'm completely fine with you working ahead. I just would like everyone to stay on track and not fall behind because it does move quickly. So let's go ahead and get started. You will see that the syllabus is listed here, and I imagine that you've all seen it. You've had a chance to check out the books. If any of you have not had a chance to get your books yet, and you don't anticipate them coming in this week, please send me an email and let me know. I might be able to direct you to some PDF copies of the first couple chapters. You're going to see some things that are shaded out on my screen. They are not on yours, so just disregard that when you look at this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here. Next is course announcements. This is where I will be making just announcements regarding classwork or just general announcements that would affect, a few or all of you. If it's something that just affects one or two people, I might just send you a private message or an email. If you have a particular question for me or the entire class, that would be the JAQs, which is the Just Ask Questions. And you're free to post things there. I know that some of you have already started posting questions, and I've gotten back to a couple of you already. So I will be checking that often. And going back to the main page, we do have a virtual classroom accessible here. I may use that from time to time. I'll let you know more about that as we move forward through the next couple weeks. So for this week, Moodle Module 1, Developing the Concept. Like I said, this class is 4 weeks long, and it's all about curriculum mapping, and we're going to start with developing the concept. Then we're going to move into expanding the concept. Then we're going to go from concept to application, and then finally presenting to our colleagues, which are all of you. I'm just considering us all colleagues. So let me just scroll back to Module 1. All assignments will be due on Sunday, January 18th by midnight. If you have any issues with the deadline, please let me know, but that helps me make sure that I can get all of your feedback to you within the week. Our modules are pretty much laid out the same, where you've got a pre-reading reflection, then you've got your reading assignments next, and then you've got a class discussion, posting, and then another set of reading assignments because there is a textbook and then there's an ebook. And then for this week there's a QQTP, which you can read about, and then there's an actual activity. Okay, so for this week the activity is all about creating a curriculum map. So what I'm going to have you do for this particular activity is take a look at the appendix of the Mapping the Big Picture book. It's at the end. You'll see several example maps, curriculum maps, and I just want you to take a look through them and take a stab at creating your own curriculum map after you've had a chance to do the reading and take a look at the samples. Okay, let me go back here. I want you to also know that for this particular class, we do have a lot of students in this class. We've got about a little over 20, I think. About 20, maybe a little over 20 students. So if you click on participants here, you'll be able to see everyone that's in your class, including myself. What would be really helpful is if you have a chance, you don't need to do this, but it is helpful to myself and to others in the class. If you have a chance, click on your name. And when you click on your name, if you can edit your profile, that would be really helpful to everybody else in your class, so that we can see who's there and tell a little bit about yourself. But let me show you an example. I haven't edited mine, so you're not going to see anything there, but let me go to somebody who has. I think I read about Betsy. And another reason this is great is because not everyone is from Fresno or California. We have people from all over the world. So Betsy wrote a really great little bio about herself, and she's got her contact email there, and it tells me when she last accessed the Moodle course, which is helpful to me as well. But the part that I think would be really helpful to your fellow colleagues in this class is just a little bit about yourself, just a little bio, maybe where you work, how long you've been teaching, or if you're not in teaching, what career field are you in? And just so that we can kind of get to know who's in the class, and I can better differentiate the work to fit your needs. One thing that I want you to also know about me is I'm all about differentiation and making our courses here at Fresno Pacific as meaningful to you and what you do as possible. Just an example, we have a student in this class who is actually in a, I believe she's in a radiology technician program, which is very different than education, but she's in the educational sector of that, where she's developing courses for a community college. And so it's very much applicable, but it's just a different content area. So we're going to have folks from all over and also in different content areas and different fields. So the more that you can share about who you are and what you do would be great. I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the introduction. If you have any questions at all, you could always email me directly. Here's my email right here, eml5@fpu.edu. This is my phone number. It actually is just a Google Talk number, which directs you to my cell phone number. So dial that number, and it'll take you right to my cell phone. Email is the best way to get a hold of me, though. I have a 2-year-old at home, so sometimes if it's nap time or lunchtime, I might not have access to my phone as quickly, but if you send me an email, it's easy for me to just get back to you that way. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I look forward to virtually meeting all of you. And as we get through the class, I'll be communicating with you some more about how we can modify things to fit your needs based on your career field and your content areas. All right, have a great week, and we'll be in touch.